Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. My name is Jason. Welcome to this whiskey review, where today we're continuing on my mini-series into AnCnoc's whiskies. So if you haven't missed any of the videos, I'll leave a playlist over there in the top corner. Feel free to go and click it, and from that way you'll probably see the whole core range, including maybe some limited editions down the line if you're watching this video a couple of weeks after it's been uploaded, or maybe in a couple of months. So today we're going to be reviewing the AnCnoc 18-year-old. Now this is going in a little range, as we just covered the 12-year-old in the last video. And I won't give you any spoilers. I'll let you go and watch it if you haven't seen it already. So, God, I put these on really tight. These things started cracking and breaking and giving me all these little bit of waxy bits on the hands. A little bit annoying. So if you do get drams from drinks by the dram, don't keep them very long, because they just, crack off, and it's still got bits of wax, so I have to sort that out. And you can probably hear the tree. It hasn't yet fallen on me in the studio, so I will have to address that after filming these videos. So a little bit of interesting stuff for the evening ahead. So there we have our dram poured. Let's talk a little bit about AnCnoc. So this is an 18-year-old expression. It's bottled at an ABV of 46%, so 6% more than the 12-year-old. Now the combination of the casks used in this one, to what I've read online, is it's a combination of ex-sherry and ex-bourbon casks. So you've got a combination of the two married together for 12 or 18 years, and it gives you this whiskey. Now the distillery is the Knock Distillery. They're owned by the parent company Inverhouse Distillers. Also, the people that own Old Pulteney, Balblair and Speyburn. And then they are located in the Highland region of Scotland. So, price point on the 18-year-old, you'd be like, Jason, what is the price? Now, this one comes in around about £74 here in the UK. I have seen it as cheap as £55, and that was a special offer on Amazon. So, you can find this one at very, very good prices. But many people don't know about it, so I thought may as well just cover it in a video. Ooh, very interesting on the nose. Now, it's not an exclusive whiskey, as it is part of their core range and their current bottlings, but they do also have vintage bottlings, which someone actually sent me a picture of recently and said, Jason, do you know what this bottle is? And I was like, I'll go and research into it, because I know they do have a lot of vintages, as even Balblair had that, but a lot of brands are now even moving away from that and going to fixed age statements. So, without further ado, let me jump into the nose, because I keep finding myself attached to the nose in this one, into the nose. So starting us out on the nose, the AnCnoc 18 definitely has a massive difference from the 12-year-old. Instantly, I'm picking up a much more darker, richer character. None of that light green apple-y character that I found on the 12. This one's got a lot more classic, I'd say. To me, I'm finding it's like Oloroso sherry, if I'm being completely honest. I'm getting a little nuttiness, I'm getting that sweet sherry character. One of the definite notes that come dominant on the nose of this one for me, Mayuka honey. And that's because recently I went to the health shop here that we have in my local area, bought Mayuka honey because I was told it's better for your health to have that one. It's quite expensive, but it really gives me that on the nose, and it's actually much more so, it's got a very different texture from your regular local bee honey. Now, I do also get sultanas in this one as well. It's not going as so far as to say even raisins, but I am getting orange, and it's like a nice ripe orange peel. It's actually like, if you've taken a piece of orange and you've cut it up into to strips, and you've left that out to dry, it's a bit like smelling that, a drying orange with a bit of that orange, waxy orange peel. And then it's got this interesting, it's got this note for me that's a little astringent, but it's also got this stone fruit character like apricots, and then the peaches, but it's like peaches in the syrup themselves, and then you sort of take the peaches out, and it's like you've got a combination of fresh and also tin peaches, because fresh peaches give you that aroma, tin peaches just mainly give you that syrupy sweetness, and there is a little bit of vanilla on the end, but it's literally, you've got to put your nose right in the glass to find it. It's like a vanilla custard. But it's not so dominant, it's quite light in this one. Let's go to the palate next, Slanger. So starting us out into the palate, first tasting note I'm getting straight away off the back, boom, like this, is like a blackcurrant jam. It's got a nice medium full texture. This is so different, day and night different from the 12-year-old, where you're getting that nice lightness about it. This one, you're getting a much more richer texture about it. It's not oily, but it does definitely have a lot more character about it. You're getting that blackcurrant jam, as I mentioned. You're getting a little hints of almost like a fig cake, quite chewy. And then you get this almost like, it's like an apple strudel, a freshly out the oven, apple strudel, and you dust it with icing sugar. And as soon as you do that, you can just smell the sweetness and almost taste that sweetness as it's almost melting into the apple strudel and merging with the pastry. Oh my God, it's making my mouth water just saying it. This is actually becoming a lot of descriptors for desserts. And that's one thing I've noticed in the last 2 videos. A lot of dessert tasting notes. But after that, you do get a little hint of spiced oak, a little bit of even spiced apple to go with it. And then you do get this almost a little salted, it's almost like a salted almond, so to speak. It's not, you know, so in your face like a salted pretzel can be, where you get that really unique salty character. This is a bit more like a salted almond. Very interesting whiskey. It's got different dimensions, which I really didn't expect. So let's get into the finish, and then we'll come to our conclusion on the AnCnoc 18. So overall, my finish for the AnCnoc 18, flavor profile, I'm getting figs, I'm getting raisins, sultanas, I'm getting a combination of these darker, fruitier characters, a bit of spiced apple that I actually found on the palate. It's now holding itself on to the finish, and it gives you a nice medium long finish, as I can feel it really holding almost, it's got almost like an oiliness that's now developed on the actual finish, which really holds the length now on the actual finish for this whiskey. But it's really great, and it's not, you know, you're not getting too much of these hotter elements sometimes you can find. This is done very, very well. So I'll give you the rating, then I'll talk through it. Rating for this one's going to be a 90 out of 100. I am actually very impressed with the AnCnoc 18. It's something that I didn't really go to so much in the last year or the 2 years before that. But over the last few months, as I believe some of you guys did actually ask for these videos in the comment section for AnCnoc. So I really found this one to have a lot more of that sort of nice, richer, fruitier, sherried character coming through on this one. The nose for this one, absolutely gorgeous. The palate does have a little bit of these spikes with a little bit of spice, but it's nothing too overpowering, as you get this nice fruitiness that sort of rolls over the top, and the finish giving you that nice length in the finish, and it develops a little bit of that sort of oiliness about it, which I think is really great. So 90 out of 100, good value for money, around about £70 here in the UK. It can be a lot cheaper as well, because there's a lot of flash sales at the minute across different websites. In terms of, does it need water, does it need time? If you do find that spicier aspect, if you have tried this one, add a drop or two of water, it'll reduce it down quite a lot. And also, does it need time? Personally, you give this a little bit of time, it'll breathe in the glass, but it's one that I don't think really needs it. It's just great from the way that you pour it, and it's good to go. So that's going to be it for the video. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this like I did with the 12. If you guys did enjoy, again, drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, as it helps out the channel. And this has been JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you for the next video. Slanja.